Fred here. Welcome back to the Gun Geek channel. In this episode, I'm going to give you the 2-week review or update, which is going to be the last update as far as oils are concerned on the Plate of Truth. I'm going to move on to other things. I don't want to tie up the Plate of Truth with oil forever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off the dirt. I'm going to wipe off the oil so we can get a really close look at what we have here. Alright. So let's take a close look here. Now as I wiped off couple of things, I noticed a little bit of rust came off there too. So let's take a look. Number 3 has some specks of rust. So there's number 3, and again number 3 was Pro Shot. Number 4, taking a close look, we have rust. Number 4 was ram oil. Number 5, no rust. Number 5 was Militech. Go Gar. Alright, number 6. Number 6 is Smith & Wesson. No rust. Good job. Number 7. Number 7 was Ballistol. No rust. I think this is a speck of dirt or something. That's not rust though. It's an indentation in the middle, not rust. No rust for Ballistol. Number 8. CLP. That's I wonder if that's dirt. There is some slight discoloration, not quite rust, on CLP. I don't know if I would have left it there longer. It could be the precursor to the rust, but it's not rust. Thirteen is Hops Elite. Now I think in the last video there was clear rust. You could still see the stains from the rust. The rust sort of wiped off, but it left some discoloration. So number 13 had a little bit of rust, and that was Hops Elite. 14, there's also some discoloration. That was the Hops. That's my favorite, damn it. Some discoloration of the metal for number 14, which is the Hops 85 Ultrabore. 15, total failure. Total failure. And that was the Otis Special Forces Dry Lube. And 16. Go WD-40. I don't recommend you put WD-40 on your gun. But it did a fine job. So the ones I don't recommend based on failure in a 2-week period is Pro Shot, ram oil, Hops Elite, and the Otis Special Forces. And there was some discoloration on 14, which was the Otis Ultrabore also. So I'm not going to recommend that either. And the products that I do recommend, the ones that did, actually I think the one that really left everything the cleanest, in my opinion, was number 6. Number 6, the Advanced Gun Oil by Smith & Wesson seemed to do the best, the least amount of discoloration on the metal. You know, I've had this sitting on my shelf for a long time and have never used it. So, this is pretty good. I'm kind of impressed. It has something called something flan, I don't know, surflon. Who knows what it is, but it works. But to be fair, the Militech, even though it changed the color of the metal, which could be what it does, it's supposed to bond with the metal, and there's a slight, you can see how it looks a little darker, and that's probably it bonding with the metal, which I had a hard time believing, but it did something, and there was no rust there. So I do recommend Militech. Ballistol, it went on pretty thick, and it did sort of make dirt stick to it, but again, it did a outstanding job. So go Ballistol. CLP, there is some slight discoloration of the metal, even though there's no rust. But so I'm not gonna recommend it. I'm only gonna recommend the very best. So that's it. Those are my recommendations. Militech, Smith & Wesson, Ballistol were the superior oils in my 2-week Plate of Truth test. Wait till you see what I try on this next.